All right, so there are plethora of funds available in the market to invest your hard-earned money in, but how do you assess which is the right fund for your portfolio? What are the criteria that one should look at? Now, to help you navigate through this maze, today I have me Anil Rego, founder CEO of Right Horizons. Also, do not forget to send across your portfolio queries on our WhatsApp number, which is 865-797-4571. You can also email us your questions on the Money Show at etnow.tv. Hi Anil, good evening and welcome to the Money Show and happy new financial year to you. While we'll be doing a lot of discussion on this aspect today as well. But then before that, I already have a viewer, Mr. Bhutia online, and who might just want to talk to you and ask his query as well. Good evening, Mr. Bhutia, and welcome to the show. You're calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Siliguri, West Bengal.
Siliguri. Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, so as per the details given by you, sir, you want a retirement corpus of 3 crores and you are investing in Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. I believe that would be for your daughter?
Yes.
Okay. You have 13 lakhs in your GPF account and you also have a mutual fund portfolio. And I will just read out the name of the schemes. You have SBI Blue Chip. You have an SIP going on of 6,000. You have HDFC Mid Cap Fund, 5,000 SIP going on. You have Parag Parikh Flexi Cap. You have an SIP and a lump sum in Parag Parikh. Is it both?
SIP, both SIP and
you have SIP of 5,000. Okay,
also.
Got it.
Yes.
You have invested lump sum amount also, specifically in Parag Parikh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
You also have Quant Small Cap. You have an SIP going on of 5,000.
Yes, yes.
Okay. You have also written that you have invested 6,000 earlier. So that was, have you reduced the amount in Quant Small Cap?
No, I have. I've been investing 5,000 rupees and I've also opted for step up of rupees 1,000.
Got it. Okay. All right. You have Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100 also.
Motilal Oswal Nasdaq,
Got it.
Nasdaq 100 ETF
Sure.
and the balance
Sure.
advantage fund.
Sure. So that is an SIP of 5,000 and you've already invested 60,000 in that so far with your SIPs. Okay. SBI Balance Advantage, you have 1 lakh lump sum invested. Okay. So average return of your portfolio, which you've mentioned, is almost around 26% that you're getting.
Yes, yes. Right.
And 15 years, the goal is to accumulate 3 crores and you want to review your portfolio and also you want to invest 2 lakhs of lump sum.
Right.
Okay. So, Mr. Bhutia, assuming that you have more 15 years of service now, you'll be getting pension as well?
Yes, yes, pension also. Yes.
Okay. So, I just, so you know, for the understanding of our expert and so that we can give you a clear-cut strategy, I just wanted to understand that this portfolio will not be the one from which you would be needing money for every month, you know, on regular basis. You're already covered by your pension, right?
Right. I'll be getting pension also.
Okay. So this 3 crores is for a specific target or you just want to, you know, accumulate wealth?
Yeah, accumulation of wealth also for my, daughters, higher studies.
Sure.
Hello?
So for daughters' higher studies, can you give me a time frame and the amount of corpus that's needed? Because, you know, we really want you to have separate strategies for both of your goals. Is it going to be, will it be 15 years for your daughter's education also?
Yes, she's just 3 years, So
oh, she's just 3 years old. Okay. Okay. So you want to raise your corpus, which is...
Years.
Yeah, right. Got it. So do you want to increase the... Okay. 1 crore you've already counted in for your daughter's higher education and rest of it is for your retirement. All right. Got it. Now we have some clarity. Great. So also I wanted to understand, have you been consulting any financial planner?
No, I haven't consulted actually. I've been investing myself.
And since how long?
I've started since 2018.
2018. And you also have a portfolio of direct stocks?
Just as I was investing in one mutual fund only previously.
Okay.
From 2014, SDFC Top.
Okay.
So that was
Okay.
the only fund I had. So, but from recently, like 2018, I've been investing more actively.
All right. All right. So let's get your fund mix checked. So, Anil, we have a lot of clarity now. So, we also have daughter's higher education goal. For which the corpus is 1 crore that he wants to accumulate, and for his retirement he needs 2 crores, and he's already covered by his pension for his monthly income. So this portfolio is more of wealth creation, and in terms of emergencies maybe after retirement. So that this part of his portfolio and investment can keep growing, and he also has 15 years in hand. He's also willing to do a step up. So let's comment on fund mix. I think he's got all good funds in his portfolio. Anil, don't you think so?
Yes, so I think first of all, congratulations to him. He's done a fantastic job. Okay, has it diversified. In fact, he's also told us a fantastic return as well. So far, I think very very good. So keep it up. In terms of the fund mix, yes, the fund mix is pretty good. Again, having a combination of a large cap, flexi cap, a mid cap, small cap. He also has, global diversification through the Nasdaq and also a slightly more conservative, say, balanced advantage fund, right? So I think this is a very good portfolio to emulate, and I think great job done by him. Coming to specific funds, I think if at all one would want to tweak things around, maybe two funds. One of them is SBI Blue Chip, which has been a little underperforming, and one can look whether he wants to move toward say Blue Chip fund. So that is keeping in mind the negative alpha that this particular fund has delivered. Okay, so at the same time, if you're looking at really long term, then one could sort of continue for a period if the exposure is not. But that is, the first observation. The second observation is a little bit of our outlook of the market, and we believe sort of India is likely to do better than the Nasdaq 100 index fund. So, from that perspective, he could look to see whether he wants to move that to Indian markets, and if he does so, I would probably add that back to say an ICICI Blue Chip fund. Otherwise, I think the current portfolio is pretty good. He did ask also about certain additional investment, an additional lump sum investment. Out there, we've suggested, combination which you can look at an ICICI Pru multi-asset fund. We already spoke of blue chip, considering that it's complementary, and HDFC mid cap. So in this part of it, maybe do an ICICI Pru multi-asset of about 1 lakh. Maybe ICICI Blue Chip of 50,000 and say HDFC mid cap of 50,000. In terms of his overall growth and needs, etc., yes, it is good to keep them separate. He looks to be reasonably funded for his retirement. I guess a little additional corpus will only help and create a little bit of safety, as well as for his daughter's education. The only point in my I would like to bring out, especially for his daughter's education, is as he comes closer to this need, right? He needs to sort of de-risk and slowly move it towards, let's say, a debt fund maybe a year or two before, so that he is not subject to market volatility. As he comes towards that requirement, because at times what if markets are volatile at that point of the requirement. So it's important for us to sort of de-risk and even move a little bit closer to, if you want dynamic asset allocation funds, he already has the SBI balanced advantage. He may also use an ICICI Pru balanced advantage as he comes closer to that requirement. But that is something which he can sort of look at. The other question that he particularly asked was, on multi-caps. Since he already has one fund, we are not suggesting any further into it. So I would think the Paradigmatic Flexi Cap is sort of in a similar category. So one could continue with that rather than add another multi-cap fund, because too many funds addition also is not the best thing to do. It's difficult to track. So good job, and I think continue to be investing in a disciplined manner, and I'm sure you will do very well for yourself and take care of your family well.
Anil, also, is it the right strategy to tag a fund with a specific goal, like for example, he has two major goals, daughter's education and retirement. Will it be a right strategy to allot a specific fund for maybe daughter's education goal and few funds for his retirement? Can he do that?
Yeah, you can do that. See, the need like child's education, I'll always be slightly more conservative because it's a lump sum requirement, right? So on the other hand, say a retirement requirement, you will take out a certain amount every month. So to that extent, you don't require a lump sum, right? Because of which, even if there's a little bit of volatility at the time of your requirement, it's not too much of an issue. But in the case of your child's fund, I think you can actually tag some of the slightly more conservative ones. You can tag, say, the large cap and the blue chip funds for the particular requirement. Again, you can also tag the dynamic asset allocation fund or the balance advantage funds for such requirement, as well as the one that I suggested, which is a ICICI Pru multi-cap. So all of these are slightly relatively, managed risk a little better. So I would keep that for a requirement like children's education. And for the rest of it, for one's own growth capital, since his income is more or less safeguarded, to that extent, you can take a little higher level of risk for your retirement.
Perfect. Very well explained. Mr. Bhutia, is there anything else you want to ask Anil?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking my question.
Yeah.
And
All the best, sir. All the best, all the best. All right, on that note, let's take a quick break. We have more viewer queries lined up, but then just in case you're watching the show live and want to send across your questions, you can do that on our WhatsApp number and our email ID. The WhatsApp number that's flashing on the screen, it's 865-797-4571, and the email ID is themoneyshow@etnow.tv. Coming up, more viewer queries after this break.